How are ya? Safe travels. What can I do for ya? See you soon.
I have some duplicate cars now. I think this. Just turn it off for now. Get some fret plate add-on. I think it has debuffs on frames. Why is there so many like icons on this add-on? I don't even know. Kind of bloated. Can probably turn it off somewhere. It's fret percent, but what's up with that sword? It's like bars, brackets next to the health bar. Oh no, it's weird. PTR UI problems. I'm not sure if I wanna like after I hit 30 if I wanna keep playing on PTR and get twinked out or if I should just like go back to Era and complete the runs that I have there. And I'm leaning more towards the latter. I don't know. I don't think I care much about like gearing on the PTR. But I could like solo the big game hunter questline or something. I'm gonna test how far we can kite neck rush. I'm just gonna do it the same way I do it normally and just see if it works. I think Blizzard said it's 500 yards, their leash range. but I don't know if that, like, I don't know how much that is in practice. I would like to kite him like around here usually. It's probably more than 500 yards like that, no? Or do you enter again? I have some add-on that bricked like floating combat text, just doesn't show. I really don't like having like the amount of damage that I take on screen. I always feel like I'm taking more damage when I don't see the damage that I take. Or like pay attention less to what my health actually is. This Bagnon works. Thing without the bag add-on was so bad. I lost so much time to like inventory management. That doesn't happen again, my pet just fucking insta dies. The same issue with like Feral Zone. I don't know, it's probably some like UI problem. I'm gonna get immolated. No. Okay, I'm down to reset him, honestly. Like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna reset. If I kite him all the way, then I'm gonna kite him. Yeah, he just reset around. Okay, so he resets around here. So no. It's because of the blizzard change that you cannot kite mobs further than like X amount of distance from his spawn. So like I was expecting him to reset. Just testing the limits. So you to kite him like in a circle on the road. It's kinda annoying. Like I think 500 yards is too little. There's a lot of mobs that you would kite like to a town or something. And it's just too short for that. Yeah, I mean it's not hard to circle, it's just not ideal because I cannot kite him like the way that I want. Let's see what happens if I pet, like why does it fucking die? Should be fine now, right? Yeah. I guess I just like had a bad angle and he was hitting my pet for too long. Like I can still kite him kind of the way I wanna go, I just need to do like a zigzag. But yeah, this is kinda annoying. think we need to provide some feedback to Blizzard that this is like not enough. Oh, am I gonna die? Wait a minute. Okay, that was a prank, bro. I kind of forgot that I need to like play the game. Oh fuck, I died. Dude, I don't even know. How did I get DC'd? Hunter, man. That sums up like my adventure on the PTR pretty well, dude. It's just fucking a big fail. I don't even know what I did. I just like died. So I let the mobs catch up. I tried to finish them off for no reason. Yeah, try again. What does try again do? It just locks me out? Okay. Rip blue sword, I guess. Oh, I can change the title of the stream now, like to definitely not thinking 30 on PTR. Okay, there we go. Well, that was a bit dumb. I don't even know. I don't think I like re-leveling honestly on this. Like, without LVUI, it's so annoying. Although there's like a risk that LVUI will be bricked for fresh as well. Maybe I should like set up a UI that works without it. But I have like massive information issues compared to my usual UI. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on half the time. Died on 26 because I forgot about jump bug. Yeah, that happens to a lot of people. Like, I think a lot of people died to the DC in the guild. I don't know, I think a lot of people from the guild like got kind of disillusioned with the PTR and no one is playing. Like, look at this. There's 4 people online, I just died, I'm logging out. It's only Tactics. The Tactics is blasting, he's like gearing up. He's farming dungeons. He got Arena Grandmaster, did. I'm just like inting. I don't know. Yeah, like the default UI, I hate it. The health bars are so small. Like, let me show you my usual UI. Where is it? Like the difference in like what the health bar looks like is crazy. I think I'm just gonna go back to like the speedrun, but the problem is I'm in Ferraras. That was the nice ghost. Yeah, thanks man. I just ran it down. I don't know what I did. I pulled Necrosh and like basically like run into the mobs that was chasing me with him and just got myself killed for no reason. Like look at this. This is my health bar here. And like on PTR it's this. Like okay, it's kind of smaller. But like why is the icon so big? I don't need that. Like this is the health bar versus this. Like it's so much easier to like subconsciously know what your health is when your health bar is this big, and same for my pet, like I have no idea what my pet health is half the time on this, and like floating combat text doesn't work. Thanks Mahani7 for the follow. Yeah, but I'm just like on a rant about like classic UI. I was playing with classic bags as well before I got Bagnan, and like this button right here, the sort bags, is so good. And also colors for items, right? So you can know which one is a quest item, which one is green, blue, so you know what to vendor. It just saves you so much time. Like I cannot play with the classic UI. If the add-ons are bricked on fresh, I'm actually gonna lose so much time. Yeah, like, and no one is online, like, from the guild, like, just no one plays. Maybe it's because it's, like, bedtime in NA. I think it's, like, the middle of the night. And most of the guys in the guild are NA, but, yeah. Why they got PTR on the damn retail client? I don't know, man. But, like, the assumption is, like, it's gonna be like that, right? But what I did, like, to anyone just tuning in, I just pulled Necrosh. I kited him once, he like up to this pond roughly, and he reset because of the blizzard leash. I wanted to test, it's roughly like around here. Like this is 500 yards this distance apparently. And I was kiting him like in like a circle here. I don't know what I did, but I just like he started running away because he runs away at low HP, and instead of like kiting them up that is on me in a circle still, I like ran into it trying to finish Necrosh off. I just got dazed and got low, and I had pot on CD because I mana potted before. Just died, I don't know. It's kinda dumb. But yeah, PTR is kinda bricked. Like, I think I'm just gonna go back to the speedrun of normal UI. Like, I'm still a bit sick, I don't feel that good honestly. I have a retail raid coming in like 2 hours, but I can do a bit of the Feralas, I guess. Well, it's the Naga cave grind, because like with the changes they gave for like where you get no mob XP and you only have one dungeon lockout, there's no way you can farm Zul'Farrak. So it's gonna be the Naga grind. You don't even do a single CF. But yeah, this is the worst run. The Penrose guy is the worst run, and then I have another one that is like an hour ahead. So I wanna keep that for later. And this one I'm gonna run for now. Yeah, just updating the stream title. There's still like I think 2 quests that I can do before I'm in fucking Naga prison. Maybe I got some rested XP. Like this character was AFK for like a while, but yeah, there's a cap on rested. I think if you're not in an inn, it doesn't stack up to like a level and a half of rested. It's more like, what was this, 26%? It's not that much. But I mean, technically I don't want to log out in an inn. So I'm fresh, I wouldn't have that much rested anyway. I get to cheat for a quarter of a level. Don't I have the auto clam Ikara here? It didn't open that, but I had it. I mean, I do have it. I don't know. Doesn't work, I guess. I don't have any weapon skills, so melee weaving's kind of fake. Oh, I did open this column. I don't know. Didn't open the previous one. Good though. I need more weak auras, I think. Like, I need cooldown weak auras for like bestial wrap, rapid fire. I could use a weak aura that like is in the middle of the screen that tells me whether my pet has morale toggled on or off, just so I can see it more easy. So weak auras worked on PTR like without any changes necessary, so they're probably gonna work on fresh. It's like the more you can get done with weak auras, the better. I just fucked up kiting Necrosh, ran into him for no reason and died. Like the elite orc in wetlands. I don't think I've died to him before. I don't think you can die to him unless like retry, which is what I did. It doesn't open the big mouth clam, I think. Ikora. Wait, it opens some of them, but not all. I don't even know why. Yeah, it can happen if you like underestimate. Like with the elites, it's easy for it to go wrong, right? Like basically you either take 0 damage or you can just like die. Fosrock is a bit more dangerous because he knocks you down from range. So you need to be careful. Like never let him get too close. It's the best way. Because if he gets too close, like you miss a couple wing clips on him, then he knocks you down again and you just die. But if split pulling, Fosrook is super chill. You just split pull him from max range, so you don't even need to like reset him at any point, like deal with his ads. And you're chilling. Yeah, like I wasn't focused when I was doing that crash, I'm not gonna lie. I think something about like the unit frames also made me a bit like made it harder to focus, if that makes sense. Like it's just too much bloat on it. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm not blaming the UI because like my bad. It plays a factor, I think. Like when you're not playing with your UI and you're just playing with some like makeshift. But I think that's like the general issue of hardcore classic, right? Like it's pretty easy until you die. And then after you die, you feel like an idiot because like most of the time you die, like you just failed. Wasn't anything like, you know, out of your control. That's why like the death compilations always look so bad, like the players in them. Feel like showcasing a moment when like someone had like a down point, made a lapse of judgment, panicked or something, and just looks like terrible gameplay. Yeah, playing full focus, it's hard to die. I think like if you're playing a strong class like Hunter, you're just fully dialed in. You're not like watching Netflix on a second screen. I'm basically losing damage by melee weaving, but I need to get my weapon skill up, so might as well. Eventually it's gonna fix itself. Maybe it doesn't open this gun, but it will open it when I do the next one. Maybe that's how it works. Yeah, it did now. Okay.
Can I assist you?
I'm not sure if I have enough arrows for like this part of the grind, but it doesn't matter as long as I can get the chicken beacon before I need to leave. Then I can just run out anytime, do the quests and come back. I don't know which level is the slowest. Like the least XP per hour. I'll need to check. Like when you're lower level, you get more XP for kill, but it takes longer to kill mobs because you're weaker. can actually die in the Naga cave if you're also not paying attention. Or like, if you like throwing too much, basically. It's not hard, but like, there's a lot of mobs that's slow. Like all of the mobs slow here. What's up, Hadrian? Yeah, you just need to like pay attention basically. It's kinda hard, like it's high APM, it's hunter leveling, and you need to do it for like hours on end. It's like the lowest point of alliance leveling, basically. This place. So the rested XP route, the normal one, that is available right now. It's just a speedrun route, right? So it's really good for speed. If you just follow it, you don't do any professions, like even if you're not like the best mechanically, you should be way faster than 55 hours to 36. Right, so that's if you care about speed. And there's a hardcore mode, quote unquote, in there. But what the hardcore mode does, it doesn't make the route safer, it's just like, it doesn't have the steps that tell you to kill yourself. So you can like death skip or something, right? But it's still the speedrun route. And then they're also coming up with like a safe route, I think now. It's like in pre-order. And I don't know how fast that safe route is, it's still probably way faster than like if you're doing no route at all. But it's like designed to be safe, you know? But dangerous, some quests are dangerous on the Hunter route because Hunter is a strong class, right? That can do a lot of hard quests at low level. And therefore, oftentimes it's faster to, instead of like leaving the zone and then coming back to finish it at a higher level, you can like power through the harder quests. Right, so like for speedrunning, which is like the RXP route, it is gonna be more aggressive in terms of routing. So should I take it? I mean, if you're confident, I would definitely go for it. And then worst case, like if there's some quest that you find too hard or like too scary, you can always just skip that, you know. It's still gonna be really good. Yeah, like the hardcore route that is gonna be designed for hardcore, I think it's more for people who really don't wanna die. And like that's the only thing they care about. But if you're like in my chat and you're asking about speed, you should probably care a little bit about speed, right? That makes the other guide way better. Like the one that is available currently. And yeah, it's really good for speed. Like that's basically the guide that I'm using. I only like tweaked it a little bit here and there. And like I sometimes do some ad hoc like changes, but this comes from experience. But like 95% of the way to 60 I just follow RXP. This game is like someone said 70% the route and then 30% skill. And that route is like pretty much best. At least for Alliance Hunter. Because Horde is written by Tactics and Tactics is a rogue player. And it's not as optimized for a Hunter as Alliance is, because Alliance was written by Zarant, who's like a Night Elf Hunter main. So like naturally for XP guides, just highest value it's gonna be for on the... Like it's gonna be the most optimized for Night Elf Hunter. Then Human Warlock, I think. From what Zarant said, like if you're using RXP Alliance, you're either following his Hunter route if you're a Hunter, or his Warlock route if you're like any other class. That's why it's sometimes a bit cursed if you like play any other class. And it tells you to, you know, like kill Orladem at level 30 on a rogue, or Eliza at level 30 on a rogue. And it's kinda hard to do on a melee. It's because like he mapped it on a Warlock, and it's free as fuck on a Warlock. But if you like main Night Elf Hunter, then like RXP is Gigabase. Didn't root for Horde Warlocks? Yeah, maybe. I couldn't speak for that. I don't really play Horde myself either, so I don't even know. I actually don't know a thing about Horde leveling. I'm playing the good faction. Well, like from what I know, Alliance is way better 1 to 30. And then Horde is like better in this range specifically by a lot, because they don't need to do the Naga grind, because they actually have a lot of quests and that they can do. They like don't have the access to on Alliance. Like in Hinterlands, for instance, there's like no quests on Alliance basically. You're like actually just doing 3 quests and then you leave. And that's why it's so hard to like find the chicken escort in hinterlands. Pretty much never happens because you need to. It's like 1% drop rate and you don't kill anywhere near like enough mobs for that to be consistent. Oh, what the fuck did I pull? That's a rare. Scary. And proper private service was never on launch too. Oh, that's the hashtag no changes approach, I guess. I would hate that. Like, I was like a horde player, and then like someone on private servers would be like, you know, it wasn't in the game initially, so fuck you. You don't get it. I don't know. I wouldn't like that. I remove Silphus but keep hinterlands. Yeah, I mean, sure. But it's not like hinterlands is a phase content, right? Kinda like Silphus is. Like Silphus as a zone exists, right? There's just no quests at a certain phase because you don't have the AQ quests, for instance, or the Dire Maul quest chain. But like the hinterlands is supposed to be available from like phase 1 basically. It's not supposed to be coming out later. It's just happened to be added later, right? By like for some reason, I don't know why. But it wasn't added because of the AQ patch or something. It was added on top of the AQ patch. That's what I mean. Like that's if I understand correctly, because I'm like assuming here because I don't actually know how it worked. I didn't know like before you told me that hinterlands was like added later for Horde. Yeah, like they added a lot of stuff in patches like throughout the game dev cycle. I don't think like progressive server is supposed to like gatekeep the patch. Got it? Enjoy, Hadrian. I should get like an affiliate code for RXP. I don't think it's hard to get. Could be good. Hit the ring up tactics real quick. Oh yeah, I think I heard that Searing Gorge had no quests. Searing Gorge is actually a super good zone right now. Like, there's a lot of really good quests in Searing Gorge. Level did a King Bangladesh? I think it did like 42. Like you don't really rush that quest for the bow because it's too out of the way. I know some people say that you could maybe consider like going out of your way to get that bow early. But I don't think it's gonna be very good. Like at level 42 you get this bow from a vendor. It's like a limited supply item, so you need to make sure you find it before. But yeah, like this is better than the big game hunter bow. Like when I do solo speedruns, I never even used the big game hunter bow. At no point do you have a need for it. Yeah, you basically have the Raptor's Ends as level 24 until level 42. Like the bow progression kinda sucks, but there's just nothing better really. You could spam ZF if it wasn't for HC rules though, right? On Era, yeah, right now, but I'm trying to basically like practice for fresh and with the Blizzard rules that they will have on the PTR, which is like you only have one lockout of each dungeon for 24 hours. And they also said they plan to move all the XP from fresh to bosses. So like fresh in the dungeon will give no XP and like bosses will give all of the XP instead. That just makes ZF useless on the hardcore servers when they come out. Nothing changes, so it's gonna be the Naga Cave grinder. So it makes no sense to do ZF for practice. Kinda insane decision. I mean, I liked that they limited the dungeon grind. Like, they tried to prevent a dungeon farm meta, which is fair enough, I think. Yeah, the XP on bosses is weird. It was supposed to be like something with the lockout working. Basically, you would get locked either when you reset the dungeon or when you kill a boss, right? So technically, there could be some like fresh farming if they didn't do that, where like you wait for the fresh to respawn. I don't know. Like, I don't know if they needed to do that. They didn't implement it yet, even on the PTR. But technically, there could be a situation where like soloing some bosses could be really good. It's hard to tell. Any thoughts on a Thunderaxe Fortress quest? No, that shit is easy because you are there at like a level where all the mobs are green. So like you just shit on all the mobs. Yeah, I mostly use YouTube for VODs. I like it more for VOD management. Most people prefer Twitch to watch, I think. It's like where the question is coming from. Yeah, I mean, if you guys don't know who I'm talking to, it's probably like someone is on the other platform. Yeah, but I really prefer YouTube for like VOD storage. It's so much more convenient uh, than Twitch. Like going back to anything you have on Twitch and trying to find it, it's just so awkward with the player. YouTube is just so smooth. You can create like playlists, just have everything grouped together nice and easy. Yeah, I feel like the stream interface looks just so like iconic on Twitch. I don't know if that's just like a matter of, you know, it's been there longer. Hello? Yeah, I think I'm back. Sit for a second. But yeah, I'm playing like a pretty standard BM leveling build. And now I got like max points in BM, got PC RAF, and I'm going for down the MM3. There's just so many like insanely good talents in BM3. Like it can be an insane YouTube guide channel. Yeah, I think so too. I don't know about insane because I don't have insane editing skills. I'm more like none. So it would probably like be kind of garbage production to begin with. But I have a lot of experience with the quest. I could do a lot of how-to uh, videos. Yeah, I've leveled enough times with this route on vanilla, the 60, that I know every single quest. I probably know like most of the route by heart, like without even using the add-on. Yeah, like I know all the ins and outs of Hunter and the quests on the route. Yeah, you don't need BM talents to be easy, but it just makes it easier, you know? Because your pet is so strong with BM talents. When you pop Beastia Wrath, like, look at him go. It's hitting so hard. Just hit that shit for 157, you know, and it's a high attack speed pet. So it's... Like, I don't have details on... But if I check the damage, when I pop Beastia Wrath, the pet does more damage than I do. Yeah, it would be like simple videos. I wouldn't like I don't have the skills to do anything like crazy. 2 strength, 5 agi, 7 stam. Yeah, that's pretty good. Although I think that's actually not worth it. I lose 1 agi for 2 strength, basically, right? Yeah, so that's not worth it. Agi is just better. Yeah. I don't think it will be bad per se to like level as MM or survival. It's just gonna be slightly slower, you know. And like, I really like. I mean, Lupus is fixed, right? Like, Lupus doesn't do shadow damage when you tame him. He's just a wolf. I mean, a pet that does shadow damage is fucking broken as fuck. It just ignores all armor. When it's not tuned to like ignore all armor, that is disgusting. I never got to experience that, but I can imagine. Like, you can already tell because like how squishy mobs are with like when they don't have armor. And like imagine it's like that all the time, holy shit. Like when you roll up at like level 53 or something to Jadenar, and there's those casters there that have like 0 HP. And they have no armor as well. You can like one-shot them almost with aimed shot if it crits. It's so nice. Fire damage bear. Healed him. That's some like parse lord, man. I respect that. Imagine paying someone to heal your pet. What the fuck? Reminds me of people who pay for a power infusion on retail. No, you know, like I don't know anyone who like unironically does that, but like on farm, PI sometimes gets auctioned off for fun. Yo, what's up, Hellsmash? I just inted my 28 on PTR and looked into the Naga cave. Some vibing. Well, I still feel kinda bad, I don't know. Like, I've been sick for over a week now, and it hasn't passed. Like, my throat is fucked, and I still have like a clogged nose. Like, I blow my nose often. Some like goo coming out, I don't even know what the fuck. Dude, we missed like more raids after we got to Sarkarov than we had. Like, people just no show, or like everyone's busy, it's vacation season, so like half the time, you know, key raid members are like some music festival, you know, and just gone. So like the prog is kinda slow. We are like, I think our best pull is like 30%. And that's like somewhat close to the end of the fight because like he kinda dies really fast at the last like minute. But yeah, it's not like going very fast. Yeah, I don't take any antibiotics. Like, I wasn't really to the doctor. I just kind of hoped it would heal itself, but that was a bad idea, I think. Because it most certainly did not. Big Rushrock is a really fun boss. I don't think they nerfed him yet, right? They're really like well-tuned fight. You kinda need good damage and need to play well defensively. I mean, I liked it a lot. I think Rushrock is sick. It's one of the better bosses in this raid for sure. I mean, that's what you want. Like, you want your healers to, have to sweat it a little bit, and you want your DPS to, like, learn that the defensive buttons on their fucking keyboard actually need to be used sometimes, It's not always just fucking DPS brain. I had that issue, like, because I was playing, like, in patches with, like, low damage, and I never really learned to use my defensives until, like, way later. So the main difference cat between Owl is that it does slightly more damage, like 1% or 2% more damage. And like Owl cannot learn Bite, and Bite is pretty good. I'll be like Bite for like burst threat. And like a Brain of Focus Dump as well, because Bite cannot cock your focus. Whereas if you play with Claw, then it will drain your pet's focus, and sometimes when you need to growl, it won't have focus to growl. So I prefer cat, but like when you start on an idol, your only real option is an owl. You just get the owl with claw rank 2 from Teldrassil, and that's what you roll with initially. Until like, I don't know when, like I still haven't figured out when is like the best moment to swap to a cat. But I would do it at some point. Maybe in Hillsbred Foothills, one of the cats. But like, the big picture answer would be that it doesn't really matter. It's all like very minor. STV Tiger for looks? Yeah, maybe. Get it at like 29, I think? No, it was 31. Does it have like high attack speed? Because like high attack speed pet is gonna be pretty good when you start getting frenzy, so it just gets more uptime. Or the elite cat. I mean Sindal. I don't think there's any point taming that. Like you definitely don't want to tame King Bank, for instance. You need to kill him. It's not like you're trying to wait for the respawn after you tame him. And he fucks. And that's also like 42 at a super late. Wonder if anyone has King Bang Bow on PTR? Well, certainly not me. I was considering maybe going for it, but I don't know. Like, I don't really care much about the PTR. Like, the UI is so off-putting to me. I hate it so much. Oh, Broken Tooth? Oh yeah, that's rare on the elite, but yeah. A Broken Tooth is a bait, you don't need him. You don't really need one attack speed. And yeah, and he's late Badlands, and like when you're in Badlands, you're level 41. He's kind of low level, so he would be like below your level, and you're gonna lose a lot of time by taming him. Well, like, you know, if you want him really bad for like endgame. Sure. But he's like not good for PvE, right? Like for PvE, you either play an owl with Screech, so you can debuff the boss, or you play Wolf, right? For Furious Howl. A Wolf is also super nice when you need to when you're trying to like solo DM, like tribute runs, because it gives you like an AoE taunt basically on a pet. It gives AoE threat. Like sometimes when you pull mobs with your pet, they will aggro onto you for some reason. I don't actually know why exactly, but like they just do. And so when you pull with a pet and then Furious Howl, there is no possibility of the mobs like not being on the pet. Just makes it much more consistent. Oh yeah, there's the Wind Serpent because it's ranged, right? I never knew how like the Wind Serpent fares against other pets. I don't know about that. Yeah, I really like Hunter was kind of interesting for me to play in endgame. That's why I want to play it as well in Frontier. Like if I go for the endgame route and we try to like actually stick it out and do nags on hardcore, then it's gonna be way more fun, I think, than any other class I could play. Other than maybe like warrior is probably super fun when you get geared, but I could not be bothered with leveling a warrior and gearing it up against like 15 other people who also wanna be the fucking warrior DPS. It's just so much more chill to be a hunter. You only have like a couple hunters in the raid, so there's more gear. And you're big chilling from range. You're just never any real risk of dying. If you pull threat, you just feign death. Boss goes to clap your healers, you don't even care. Whisper kick W to the priest who got killed by that and won, you know. You got your parse. The retry timer makes it frustrating to play when you're trying to min-max. What retry timer? I don't know what you mean by now. One auto shot. But what's a retry timer on one auto shot? I don't think I understand. Oh yeah, it's not like perfectly smooth where you can play it without clipping, right, at all. You will always clip your auto shots with when you cast aim shot and stuff, but generally feels pretty good to play, I think. Should go classic Hunter retry timer for good read? Yeah, I will. I'm curious what you mean. Like, I never really played Hunter in the end game. The furthest I got, because I don't really care much about classic end game, being completely honest. The furthest I got with that was in SOM. I leveled the Hunter to 60 eventually, and I got like pre-biz on it. But then I didn't have a guild. Hugging Molten Core of the some changes was like a miserable experience, so I couldn't be bothered. Like there were actual groups that couldn't clear Molten Core as CBA. It's a waste of time. I did like a couple bosses in MC on a Hunter. Yeah, I don't think classic raids are really supposed to be challenging. I think people more like the fact that it's a fucking loot pinata, right? It's like a social event more than a challenge but in itself. Like the challenge is getting to 60 and getting a fucking group of 40, not the raid. And then like the second part of the challenge is like dealing with your guild master who's trying to like ninja loot shit to himself under the guise of a loot council. That's like a separate thing. Not even a rank 14 Hell Smash, that's kinda casual, I must say. I don't know if I can respect that. Yeah, I would agree. That's why I kinda like am interested in maybe doing the next race. This is gonna be probably during like vacation time for me, and so I'll have time. It could be fun. Lost by 29 to a bugged mob on PTR. Unlucky, man. Did you jump and get DC'd? Or something else. I just ended my 28 as well, so I feel you, man. But I kinda like, I was so out of it when I was doing it, I didn't even feel bad. I don't really care about the PTR that much right now. Oh, he thrashed me 40 times? What? We have a clip of that? Sounds interesting. Which mob? Fuck. Blood Fury Ripper, is that a harpy? I'm not sure right now. Like by name. I guess would be a harpy. In Thousand Needles maybe? Oh, in Stone Talon, okay. Yeah, so that's on Horde, right? Like you wouldn't do that on the Alliance, or? Think. Or Dandy, yeah, I figured. Okay, Kona. That is weird. I saw the Thrash work like that on private servers. Where like, I think on Turtle WoW, it can like stack infinitely, so if you kite them up forever, and then you pull it, and then you get hit, it has like 20 thrashes stored and just one-shots you. Like, it's not supposed to, I think it goes up to 5. By default. No, but it's hello, hello. Yeah, I think I'm back. But yeah, no, Thrash is definitely not supposed to like stack forever. You can pre-stack Thrash, so like if you pull a mob, let it stack, and then reset it, it's gonna have the Thrashes stored. But it's not gonna like go above 5, you know? How much more weapon skill do I have? Like 220 bow and staves is what? 196? Almost there. I don't have a keybound, like I don't have a DC macro bound anywhere. I don't use that anymore. Wasn't really useful, it turned out. Like for taxi skip I used the power shell macro, so it's like a command prompt basically. But they fixed taxi skips, by the way. PTR. Thanks suck for follow. Like they said they wanted to prevent the like event from happening, like where you drop from the flight path, right, and die randomly. Because you know, if you're like a random person who didn't even know like that can happen, and you're trying to exploit it, then it's like an unavoidable death. So they made it so it ports you to where you started the flight path from. So basically, unless someone finds like a even better way to abuse that with like the new way it works, for now taxi skips just don't work on PTR. Yeah, like if you route it for it, then kind of sucks. But like, you know, if you're routing around an exploit, which it is, then you cannot be mad if it gets fixed, right? Like, just that's a risk you're taking. Although, you know, I don't think Blizzard was technically targeting it being used to gain speed. they were just like concerned about like randomly killing people, which is like fair enough. But it's the same effect. Okay, that is not the line. It's grinding fast. Well, it's faster than this spot is just better than any other spot, and like on this lever in Alliance, you don't really have any quests you can do. Yeah, I'm kind of getting pinned. I need to be careful. This entire cave must be purged. Yeah, basically. It's not particularly fast to grind now. But there's just no better option. You could do a dungeon, I guess, but the thing with dungeon is they're actually gonna be slower than grinding. It's like when you realize all the like time you need to put in to get the dungeon going and done, it's just not worth it. You need to get the 5 people there at the same time, you need to go there. And like you need to pick up the quests and turn them in as well. And they're usually like not in a nice quest hub, they're like scattered. So you know, like you're probably gonna end up like waiting for someone at the dungeon, then like you don't clear as fast as you would want to if your group is not like super good. So dungeons are kinda sketchy for speed. Not a big fan. Thanks losing to Zamage. For the follow, that is the name that is gonna be very real. Basically for the race to 60, everyone's gonna be losing to the mage. To some mage, I don't know which one. But I'm gonna be going for like the first ethical 60 non-cheater class. Exclamation point mage in the chat. Should still work. You wanna brain AFK for a bit, but not too much, or you like die in this cave. So respawns, you get slowed, you get chain respawns on you and die. What's the best way to get into speed leveling? Well, I can tell you the way that I got into speed leveling. I don't know if it's the best way, but it did bring me where I am, so maybe. I basically started in like SOM, and I was leveling for Road to Rag, and I was testing out the new route that just came out, it's like RXP guides. And you know, turns out it's pretty good. So like my times were way better when I was leveling solo with like some other route that I had. I think I was using like classic WoW Live or something for that. I was really happy that I was like way faster. So I started monitoring my time, right, with RXP. And then because it was hardcore on some, I died. And I just went again, and when I went again, I wanted to get back to where I was faster. right? So again, I was just like monitoring my time, trying to go faster. I was doing the same RXP route, just again and faster. And then I died again at like 20 or something. And I just went again and also tried to go faster, you know? And like it kind of went like that because I just was really bad. I just kept dying. Like I died like 56 twice, I think, to the frost giants in Winter Spring, trying to do that quest, you know? Stuff like that. So I just get a lot of reasons to keep repeating. I quit eventually because, you know, how many times can you die in a row? But like, you know, it got me like way more interested with my time, and like at some point I realized that like cared way more about the like time to level than like the actual character that I would use for anything. And you know, basically realized I like speedrunning the game. I always liked leveling in this game, even though it's kind of like grindy and boring. It's like chill, I don't know. It's a good time killer. I don't know how else to call it. Like it's not particularly engaging or exciting, right? But it somehow just feels okay. I like it. So what I would recommend if you want to get into speedrunning is just find a class you like playing. Get RXP, because like the speedrun routes are probably pretty good. Although I was a bit lucky, admittedly, because like the Hunter route is very optimized. And then, you know, just keep doing repeat runs. As long as you're enjoying it, then you have it. That's good. Ultimately, you need to like it, right? Like, if you're gonna have to force yourself to do anything, there's no point. Yeah, I like HC speedrunning. Like, it's a bit contradictory in nature, but that's what makes it more fun, because it's higher stakes. But yeah, I would start with just getting a good route and like trying to learn it. And that will help you learn your class as well. And you know, the best route I know is just RXP. It's like what I mean. I need to get a fucking RXP affiliate, man. I am doing some God's work there in terms of marketing. And yeah, then if you like need any extra materials, then you probably look up speedruns. But like, you know, chances are if you're a priest player, there's nothing out there. So, cause like no one speedruns priest really. So like the amount of resources is gonna depend heavily on like the class you're playing. Yeah, Savo is, but like Savo doesn't have much content out there for you to find, right? That's the thing. She's a really sick undead priest, like speedrunner fear crafter. No, that's like the outlier example though of priest. Be the most popular class is mage, hunter, like all the fast classes, right? It makes more sense. Everyone likes to be fast. 1 to 10 paladin is like giga strong, so people like it as well. Like all the human classes 1 to 10 are like heavily optimized because human is by far the fastest. And then like 1 to 60 rogue I think is like the third best. Line, there's no way it's line. Oh yeah, I made like some guides for myself mostly, and I just made them public on I need that emote, like that what you call it, that command from Nightbot is out of date. I need to change it because like I have the guides public right now, it's not for subs only. It's like Tactics approached me and they said that they have community guides page open on RXP, so like my guides are linked on the RXP website now under that. But I only made like 1 to 20 for Mage for the speedrun, and then I have a new route for Teldrassil. Like especially for hardcore, it's just faster than the normal route. And it's like even faster on Dead Realms if you can guarantee a Black Moss spawn. It's really nice for speedrunning. Like solo. Oh, I actually hit that mob for like a normal amount of damage with my melee. Promising. I never really played Dwarf Hunter. Like the 1 to 10 for Hunter is definitely gonna be faster on Night Elf. Than Morrow is an annoying zone, in my opinion. There's too many like boars with charge, high health bears, stuff like that. Also hate playing with gun early on. I feel like the progression is annoying, because the gun you can upgrade to is like a 5 silver gun at level 5 instead of a 3 silver bow at level 3. Like my record for 1 to 10 that is on YouTube and on speedrun.com, by the way, is like outdated. I think it's a 1:10. I've already completed a run at 1 hour 4 minutes, and at that run I wasted like a 1 minute solid by miscalculating the amount of XP that I had for Ding. So it could have been like 1 hour 3 minutes and like 20 or something like that for Night Elf. And I wanna do it again. I think I could get like close to 1 hour. Maybe if I get like insanely blessed RNG, it could be like under 1 hour. That would be sick. I'd love it. So like I haven't uploaded the one. Like I haven't been able to get a good run going since. Kinda hard. I'm really pushing it. So I need like very good RNG. I need a bag to drop. And I'm like presetting the entire zone. It's like all the mobs are correct level and such, and like the Black Moss needs to be in the correct spot. He has 4 spawn points and only one of them is good. He has a 2-hour 20 respawn timer. So it's really hard to just even start a run because I basically need the server to be like perfect. And like, you know, if one person logs in to Teldrassil when I'm trying to do the run, it just fucks me over. I cannot even do it on stream, or like I could get griefed. I had people grief me before, but I mean it was just Bonzo, honestly. Maybe he's gone, I don't know. But I was doing mage, like Tommy Salami stream sniper would also snipe me. What level would you like to reach before sleep on launch? It's hard to tell. Like, I think if I wanna get like have any solid shot at world first, or like even close to the mages, I would need to do it in 2 sessions, right? And then I think my like estimated plate to 60 is probably gonna be somewhere in the range of 74 to 80 hours, like, you know, more or less, hard to tell exactly. So I would have to do half and half, right? That's like what, 38 hours, more or less, of playing. It's like somewhere around here, right? Like I would probably go to sleep before the Naga cave then, if that's the case, or something like that. You know, just so I can wake up. Like when you wake up, you're like completely cooked as well. And I can just do this brain dead shit for like 6 hours. But I don't know if I can do it. Like the PTR was kind of a stress test for me, and it went really bad. It kind of hit my confidence, I must say. Like but I started sick, and I was up for 14 hours and already tired before we even started. It was super scuffed. But I just started feeling so bad after like level 20, I don't know. And that's like nowhere close to like 40 hours one sesh, you know? And that was even fucking close to like what I would need to pull off, and I felt like shit. Like I don't think I had the adrenaline, I was really tilted by the UI. I was sick. Like I'm not trying to make excuses, but I think like those are valid points. And like when I was playing on the mock fresh that we did with the guild, or we did like a guild event. Oh, like we all started at the same time on a Dead Realm or on an A. And I had my normal UI. I started somewhat rested because it wasn't like 3 AM for me. Like that's when the PTR became playable. Uh, and I got to level like 25. That was in Redridge, and I still felt good, you know? Meanwhile on the PTR I was like 21, and I already was like, I just can't. But it was really bad for you because you had to be on like, you had to be awake since like 5 PM, or you would risk missing the launch because they didn't give an hour. And then it went live at like 10 or something, but it was bugged until 3 AM. It was basically unplayable until 3 AM. So you just sit there, like you're just stuck there, refreshing the launcher for 4 hours. It's like just so, made me feel so tired to do that. Like, yeah. Like, you need to be in a physically well state also, like for sure. There's no way I can compete if I'm sick. Like you need to feel really good to begin with, and then you can like, that way you have some resources you can work with like in your body, right? You can drain it. Like if you're already drained when you start, like how the fuck you're supposed to pull through? And yeah, and there was no adrenaline for me either. Like you said, Don, like I think it's way bigger for actual. So like it hit my confidence a lot, like how the PTR went, but I'm trying to, you know, cope with it. That it doesn't necessarily mean that I just cannot do it. Maybe I can. I mean, if you're in EU, you're at a disadvantage because you basically need to like fuck up your sleep schedule in advance so you can be ready for the launch, which is gonna be like midnight, right? And yeah, I'm gonna be lagging a bit. It's manageable. The ping is it's gonna lose you time, but it's honestly you can work with that. Yeah, like on the PTR, I knew I could win, quote unquote, because like it wasn't a real race. No one really gave a fuck, honestly, when you think about it. But I know I could be the first 30 if I kept going, but like that wasn't enough to motivate me to keep going. Whereas I think on fresh, if I caught like any wind of I can actually do it, that would be like insanely motivating, I think. Because I am gonna be an underdog in the race, right? Like, because I don't play mage. Probably means it's not happening anyway, but like early on I should have a lead and it could be motivating as long as I can keep the lead. Which could be even to like 40s if everything goes well. Like ping mostly matters when you loot mobs, I feel like, and accept the quests sometimes. 'Cause there's a bit of a delay when you loot mobs, that's like the biggest pain. Yeah, no, you would need the mages to die, and it's not like it's hard to level an AoE mage, honestly, like it's not mechanically challenging, it's just about consistency, right? So I think it is kind of wishful thinking, or like a bit of a copium, you know, to think you can win if you don't play mage, because mage is just so much better. But it's not impossible, you know, technically speaking. You're more likely to get like one shot or die to a disconnect, right? Like if I get disconnected, there's a good chance I live if my pet is on the mob. So eventually my pet will rip thread of the mob and then kill it. Whereas if you DC mid-pull on mage, you're just dead. So stuff like that, like server instability and such. Yeah, like Hunter is also higher APM, right? So like long term I probably lose more time from being tired. Because you need to quest, like it's way easier to just AoE grind mobs mindlessly. Versus like playing a questing route optimally. Yeah, you could maybe macro like pet defensive on attack and pet passive pet follow. I'll kill it. It's fucking casting Blizzard, what the fuck? Rip pet. Speaking of mages, there's a Blizzard. Dude, what time is it? I kinda lost track of time, I honestly don't hate this. Like if I were to do this solo, it's like with myself, this guy is boring as fuck. But like chatting with the stream is kinda okay. I don't mind this. I wanted to loot the chicken and log off, but I don't know, we're not getting it. I need to go in like 12 minutes because I need to like take a short break for my retail raid. I wish I could stream retail. Like, I know most people watch probably gonna give less of a fuck about the retail rate, but it's I like it a lot, and I think it's pretty cool. Like high in mythic rating, but I just like my PC is just not good enough for this. It's not even good enough to play it, honestly. Like with all the UI that I need for retail, I have like 19 FPS when anything happens on the bus. I'm actually like a slideshow player, basically a PowerPoint. 19 FPS, yeah. And my PC is just not good enough for retail. I have like a really, like not really old, like completely garbage, but you know, not the best. Like you can see my FPS in 5K Classic, right? Like it's 90 while streaming. Like that can't be good, right? Like most people open this game, they probably have like 400. I have like some mid-range, you know, i5 processor, 1050 Ti, like some old Mobo DDR3 RAM. Yeah, shit's not the best by any means. I think this build is good. Oh, yeah, that's a gigabit build. An Agi for strength 7 stand. Yeah. Can I melee them up? I actually can. Alright, melee seems to be online. Kind of. Yeah, retail is CPU and probably like memory as well a bit, but I know GPU doesn't matter, but still like my GPU is not the best at the current day and age. I mean, it's a super good GPU, like historically, but it's more like a museum exhibit at this point. Well, the good thing about grinding for the like in the Naga caves, pretty much guaranteed the chicken Paralas. Like you can see what the drop rate is. And like in Hinterlands I kill maybe like 30 mobs and then you leave. Like here I killed I don't know how many and I still have the chicken. I had one run on Season of Mastery with the 100% buff where I got all the chickens. And I shit you not, I went to what you call it, like Angor, no, not Angoro, STV. Oh wait, yeah, STV to Booty Bay. At 50 there's a level there where you do like all the elite quests. And if you have all the chickens, you also get a free quest turn-in that is like insane XP. And I had like a 21-minute level there at 51. So like, or it was 50 to 51, 21 minutes. That's pretty good. Dude, I need Season of Mastery back, man. The fucking buff. I'm very curious on like what times I could push right now. I got so much better than I was there. Running low on food and water, but I have a bunch of 45 food and water. I just need to. Level up before I run out of it. You play on BB. This round, I mean, I never played on BB honestly, because I'm from EU, right? So when I played normal hardcore, I'd play on Hydraxian. But this is also not Hydraxian. I'm playing on a Dead Realm on EU. Did I on PTR? Yeah, I kinda killed myself for no reason, honestly. Hard to explain. I was just like kinda sleepy when I started the stream. I pulled the neck rush and I just like fucked up the kiting so bad that I died. So I like ran into the mob that was chasing me when neck rush was trying to run away in fear, trying to finish him off. And that was a bad idea, then I had to like kite it and run out and I got hit by him a bit and just died. Because I mana potted instead of health potting for tempo. It's like a really bad death. I don't have anything to say about it. It's dumb. Like I don't care much about the PTR. I just like the UI issues are so make it so annoying to play for me. I don't even care. I think 16 hours is really good. 30. Like without logout abuse, so you don't like wait for hearthstones and you don't get any like rested XP, like real amounts of rested XP. I think 16 hours is sick, bro, so it's a good run. I only got like 1408 after, you know, a bunch of runs. So you can get under 15 probably if you do like another attempt. Like you should know which quests you kind of fucked up, you know, like you know what I mean. There's some quests you probably know that were felt kind of awkward, felt slow, or like you forgot about something, stuff like that. Like the least unforced like errors you do, better. And like that usually comes from just experience. Because you fuck something up and then you remember that you fucked it up last time, so you will remember not to do it anymore. Stuff like that. Or SUNLA? Should I pretend it's a these nuts joke or? I don't know why no one knows this, like, I swear it's a real term. How you doing, Ampi? But yeah, what the message is, just solo unaided, no logout abuse, like an acronym, and so you know, no way. I need to specify what no logout abuse means, because people sometimes think it's no logout skips. That's not it. It's about not yeah, not like logging out to wait for mobs to respawn or for Hearthstone to reset the time. Stuff like that. So like I died on PTR because I inted and I was like I should have the UI anyway, so went back to my runs. I have two 44 hunters on era. And I'm doing the night grind on the slower one first. That's like 1 hour behind the other one. And yeah, just practicing. Like this bit doesn't really require practice, but might as well get some muscle memory for the shit. Get a def in a trio last night. Where you're trio now? But you're a duo. What happened to Ampka or Bob B? I don't know. It sounds so bad both ways. Probably don't call it that. Ampy Bobka duo. Gave up Caserans and died? Oh fuck. I kinda inted today, but I swear it's the UI and the fact that I logged in already not giving a fuck. So I'm not concerned. What did you die to? Like, if it's the DC bug, then it doesn't count really, right? That's just getting fixed, like, next week. But I don't know why I feel so good about this grind, like, right now. I am just chilling. I don't feel, like, frustrated at all that I need to do this. It's kinda nice. Actually, the clean bug is so good as well. Oh man. Dude, I swear, they like fucked up the game because of the retail client. It's gotta be that. September launch? I mean, probably, honestly. I was always predicting a late August, early September. So, for me, nothing changed. Okay, I need to stop, like, eat walking. I don't have any food. I have 3 food left. I need to, like, chill. I need to hit 45 with this amount of food, which is not enough, by the way. I can health bot, I guess. Holy fuck, was this spawn? I don't like that. Oh, I mean, we're chilling. It's fine. Yeah, mana pot is like infinite aggro, by the way. It's like AoE taunt. Like, I swear. That shit is so much threat. It's way more than the health pot, I feel like, even. When you pop a mana pot, it's just over. I mean, maybe I'm coping, maybe it's the same as the health pot, but like, it's just so much burst threat for some reason. What's plink plink? I don't know, I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, man. Your arrows? Is that the sound they make? Plink plink? Like, I don't know if I would call it that, but honestly, I don't have a better idea to dispute that, so leave it at that. How many Nagas does one have to kill to loot a fucking chicken beacon, though? How do I line this? I guess I don't. Okay, I was gonna say there's no way that didn't pull. This is the last loop I'm doing. I need to go. Ready for retail. But I'm really happy that I don't hate it right now. Fuck me, this grind can be like demotivating as fuck. But like, it's the first hour of it, honestly. I don't know how much I've done. I think 2 hours, right? Today? I only did like 1 level in here. Yeah, they're not gonna do that in ZF because they can't, like, and if they make the change that they announced with the bosses giving all the XP, that probably means the zombies do not give any XP. So it's just useless to do ZF. Like I would assume, right? Well, even if you only get lockout when you kill the boss, let's say you go there and you pull the zombies, and then there's 2 scenarios. One, they give XP, you kill them, and they're dead, and you cannot reset the dungeon, because if you reset, you get locked out. So it's over. You cannot wait for respawns. I don't think like the graves even respawn at all. And then you can do 1 run for ZF. But let's say that they apply the change and zombies give 0 XP. You just don't do it. There's no point. Hunter solo ZF boss run for 5 times XP boss. I mean, yeah, you could solo the boss maybe. I think you can solo the caster boss there, right? Somehow. I haven't tried it before. I don't know how you would do it. He's kind of strong. But you could do it, yeah. Probably. Question is how worth it is, but it might be good. I don't know. We'd have to wait for PTR to raise the cap, like 40 minimum. But it's gonna be super hard to solo that boss at 40. Unless there's a cheese for him that I don't know. Probably is. So no. I mean, I appreciate it, Don. I just don't see it, man. I don't wanna get my hopes up too, because I'm just gonna get disappointed, but like I've always been, and I'm trying to be a realistic, like down to the earth person, and just the fact of the matter is, mages level to 60, like solid hours faster than Hunter, ZF or not. So it would be some like miraculous underdog story, I think, for me to win. I just don't see it. Especially like I'm concerned about like stamina IRL now after the PTR. Like I said before. Like I was in a bad state when we started playing, but fuck me dude, I crumbled so hard I can play after 21. Yeah, like the boss split per group is like, there's a lot of stuff to test when I actually like drop that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna log out here because here when I log back in there's gonna be 1 mob on me, but it's only gonna be 1 mob and I can start clearing from this. But I gotta go have retail rate soon. Time to wipe on Scale Commander Sarkref for 4 hours straight. I mean, it sounds pretty bad, but it's actually a fun boss. I like it. Just shame I cannot stream it, but PC not good enough. No wipes? I think that's how it works, man. I thought you would knew. Or you would have known. But I'll be back with some quality Naga grind later. Just not today. Tomorrow. See you guys around.